Hi, my name is Preet. I'm a consultant working in London with over 4 years of experience. In this video, I'll break down the 4-step process I used when applying to consulting roles that turned my weaknesses into strengths and that landed me my grad job. But hold on, why should you listen to me? Here's the truth, I almost ruined my chances. Back in uni, I spent most of my time chilling, partying and watching movies. While my friends had already secured jobs from internships at top consulting and banking firms, I was heading towards graduation with nothing. No job, no plan and feeling totally stuck. A word I'll never forget. But I didn't give up. I worked so hard to turn things around. And now I'm making this video so you don't end up in the same position I was in. Most people think hiring managers want perfect candidates with top grades and multiple internships. But guess what? That's not what they're looking for. They want someone who can think like a consultant and show that they've got the right skills. Problem solving, analytical mindset, entrepreneurial spirit. So here's what I did. My only real experience during university was working part-time. I framed it like this to the recruiters. I increased revenue by X% by using negotiation skills and marketing strategies. Simple, but powerful. You need to put yourself in the recruiter's shoes. What are they looking for? Adapt everything on your CV and in interviews to show those skills. It's all about communication style. If you think, talk, and act like a consultant, they'll believe that you're ready for it. Okay, but what if you don't have any experience at all? I was in the same boat, but I made up for it with 3 things. Mentorship programs, university clubs, and online courses. Mentorship and social mobility programs like SEO London, Upreach, the Sutton Trust paired me up with real consultants. I was paired up with a McKinsey managing director who reviewed my CV regularly and helped me prep for the interview. And trust me, that made a huge difference. Plus I took free consulting and business courses on FutureLearn, Coursera, and LinkedIn Learning. They gave me the foundation knowledge to talk the talk in interviews. Joining university clubs was key too. You can do fake consulting projects, do mock business cases and gain experience that looks impressive on paper. Here's the deal. Experience isn't everything, but networking is. Consulting is 70% building relationships and 30% making fancy PowerPoint presentations and solving business problems. If you can't network, you won't get far. When I applied for the Big Four, I didn't just submit my CV and hoped for the best. I started messaging people on LinkedIn, MDs, partners, managers at the companies I wanted to work in, asking for a 10-minute call to learn more about their work. It wasn't about spam messaging everyone. I targeted key people in the positions and offices that I wanted to work in. And don't just give up after one message. Keep following up until they reply. The whole point of this is to build connections in that company, because when it comes to submitting your CV and cover letters, you can mention their names. Even when you interview with the hiring manager, you can share with them what you've learned. Trust me, this goes a long way, especially if the hiring manager knows that person. And chances are they do. Here's an email and messaging template I used that got me replies. Now don't take the piss and start messaging hundreds of people, because chances are they know each other. And if that happens, good luck applying for that company again. So I know I've thrown a lot of information at you, but if there was one thing that you could take from this video, is to build a unique story, because that's what gets you noticed and sets you apart from hundreds of different applicants. My story was all about genuine interest in entrepreneurship, how I've always had a knack for business and wanted to create value. It wasn't a generic I want to solve problems answer. I showed examples of side hustles and personal business ideas that I invested my time. Know your why. Understand what motivates you about consulting and why you want to apply to it in the first place. It'll make all your answers more impactful on CVs and interviews and make you stand out from the crowd. Let's sum up everything in the video very quickly. Number 1, adapt experiences to fit what recruiters are looking for. Number 2, use mentorship programs, university clubs, and online courses to fill the experience gap. Number 3, network with the right people using platforms like LinkedIn and Gmail. And finally, number 4, build your unique personal stories that will stick in the recruiter's mind. Applying to consulting or any job isn't easy. It takes a lot of research and preparation. But if you do it right, you'll have recruiters knocking on your doors instead of you knocking on theirs. In my next few videos, I'll dive deeper into each of these topics. CVs, cultural fit interviews, and case study interviews. So stay tuned for more. I hope this has been useful. Until next time.